We're going to take a quick look at Rosehill Race 5 on Saturday. Good value versus confidence betting affair here. I think we can get a result. Decent confidence to be had. There's two that we're going to back in this race, and I'll just start off by showing you the market because this is important. The market's dominated by Waverider Bouy, and we just feel that it's considerable unders at 2.20 and can be opposed, and there's value created elsewhere in the market. Second favourite's Petulant. It also looks unders at the 5.0. The two that we want to be backing here are the 9 Lovero at the 6.0 1.9 as a clear cut top elect, and we're also going to nibble at the 6 Kahawaty, which is the outsider in the field, but it's been 34 into 23. A few smarties have already cottoned onto it, and that's still good overs. Got its second top rated, and it goes around at 23.0, 4.4 as a serious value long shot blowout chance. So the two that we're going to be backing here, the 9 Lovero, 6.0, 1.9, and the 6 Kahawaty, 23.0, 4.4. Just go and show you the form references for this race. Okay, Rosehill Race 5, 1200 metre, 160k benchmark 78 for 3-year-old and up fillies and mares. Likely to be run at a moderate tempo on the front end. Leaders get a slight advantage. Go down and have a look at Lovero first. Okay, Lovero's deceivingly well bred by a stern out of the French-bred Lorman mare Chocolatier. Comes into this as a lightly raced improver for the astute Ryan Yard. 9 starts, 2 wins, 4 further placings. Gets him well weighted with 54 kg. Came of age last start, hitting a new career peak when it knocked off Everyone's a Star and I'm Not a Slew over 1100 metres at Gosford, where it lumped 59.5 kilos. Drops from 59.5 down to 54. Stretches out to 1200 metres now, 4th up, and potentially going to hit another new peak here. The form references coming out of this last start win at Gosford stack up strongly. I'm just going to pull up the form references further back because that's important. Okay, second home in the race, Everyone's a Star. The start after that went to Wellington behind Kissing Sapedo. Broke its maiden first up at Hawkesbury on the provincial circuit over Flying Birds and Kissing Sapedo. That sort of franks the form of Lovero after being beaten 2.13 by Lovero 2 starts later. Third home, lightly raced 2 from 10 winner by Saboog. Beaten 2.25, won 2 trials prior to that, and only 3 lengths off Mogo Magic. First up for 120k tag at Rosehill. Fourth home, she's an A-lister by Star Turn. Next time out was only beaten 1.9 by Silent Star. Fifth home, Sequana. Beaten 2.83. Decent form prior, nothing exciting, nothing great. And the 6 horse home, Moshed Up, beaten 3.5, only 1.2 off field weary the start prior at Newcastle. Now, if you go on that run from 59.5 down to 54, puts it right in this race with a serious winning chance. Qualifies as top elect. The other one that we want to be interested in here, I'm going to go back further into Lovero's form quickly because there's another form line a little bit further back that adds some pretty good merit to the form of this one. And that comes through the effort last preparation first up when it won at Gosford over 1100 metres by 2.5 lengths. The form coming out of this race stacks up pretty strongly as well to suggest there's more to come. Okay, the second horse then went to Gosford for a 40k tag. Frank's the Silent Star form line there in the Magic Millions 250k maiden. And the third horse home, beaten 6.12, put a big margin on him. Then come out and won at Wellington in a strong maiden by 3.4, overcome Knock and Gladizia. That form's been well franked. And then franked at 2 starts later, winning again at Wellington. A blight-only country form, but the way that Lovero put them away back in October suggests there's plenty more to come for Lovero. And on the back of that last start win, lumping 59.5, likely to get one of the runs of the race here from the 4 rally, dropping from 59.5 down to 54, looks well placed here. clear-cut top leg, good scope for more. The second one that we want to be backing, and the value long shot runner in the race, is the 6, Kahawaty, by Pride of Dubai out of the Encosta de Lago mare, Miss Concord. Now, this is important because Miss Concord herself is out of Leon Vite, one of the best broodmares in the stud book, tracing back to Fan Falouche, one of the best distaff lines in the worldwide stud book. Now, this is the dam line of Encosta de Lago, so that makes Kahawaty the daughter of a close relation to Encosta de Lago, with Miss Concord herself being by Encosta de Lago out of Fan Falouche. So we know that this nicks well. If we go and have a look at Encosta de Lago, by Fairy King out of Shoal Creek, chases back to Rolls, Grand Lux, and then Fan Falouche, the 4th dam. The second dam of this one, Leon Vite, the Secretariat mare. She's one of the best producers around. Leon Vite got Holy Roman Emperor, leading sire, and also Milanova. Milanova herself was a good stakes winner. And then if you go back to the 3rd dam, Fan Falouche, as I mentioned before, Fan Falouche is one of the best broodmares, an absolute blue hen. She got Accord, Lavonges, L'Angelaire, multiple stakes winner back in the 70s. So this is one of the better dam lines in the worldwide stud book. Kahawaty, relatively lightly tried, 3 from 14 winner. Trial winner prior to the start of this preparation, suggesting it's come back in decent form, where it knocked off Aspen Chase and Extravagant Star. But if we go further back into its form, last preparation in December knocked off Ironbark Artie and Weekend Affair, where it made all to win by 3 lengths, making all. The form out of that race stacks up. Then put away, given another trial in early January after the 4th at Randwick behind Mission Value, and the form out of that trial, where it knocked off Nominator and Zuccarino, stacks up strongly as well. Now, Nominator then Nominator prior to that was only 2.4 lengths off Semillon in the Group 3 Kindergarten, suggesting stakes quality. And that's on the back of knocking off Pretty Shamrock and Insurrection by 2.6 at Gosford when breaking its maiden in a good maiden. Zuccarino, that was beaten 6 lengths into 3rd. Okay, Zuccarino, that was beaten 6.4 lengths into 3rd. The form stacks up out of that. So the first 2 home, with Nominator being a decent black type horse, these 2 have put a big margin on 3rd, which franks the form to a decent degree. Zuccarino was then only 7 lengths off Best of Bordeaux in the Group 2 Roman Consul, and 6.5 lengths off Sweet Ride in the Group 3 San Domenico. And that's on the back of winning the Rosebud Listed. Now, if we go to Speed Legend, so as I said, this form's well franked all the way back through. Now, another thing to note about Kahawaty, if we go back deeper into Kahawaty's form, you'll note back when she broke her maiden by 3 lengths in November, she put together 3 at 3 of the next 4 starts, all by good margins. And then after it was tried in that trial where it knocked off Nominator and Zuccarino, Connection sorted enough of it to try it in the Group 2 Expressway behind Miriamia and Golden Mole, where it tried to make all, dropped out after a tough trip on the front end. So just got the feeling that on the back of this trial win, Connections have found a good level for it. Yes, failed first up, ridden upside down when it was 8th at the 800, 8th at the 400, first up on the 19th of July behind Boss and Secret Revolution, but goes from a midweek $55,000 race into 120k benchmark 78 for fillies and mares second up. So it's been stepped up in class second up by this astute Anthony Cummings yard, and likely to get a pretty soft trip on the front end going on its pace profile from earlier in its career. So the 2 that we want to be backing here to overturn the more fancied rivals are the 9 Lovero, 6.0, 1.9 as top elect, in well weighted, and also Kahawaty, the 6, 23.0, 4.4, backing on an each way basis in support of the top elect for a result across the race. That is Rosehill Race 5 on Saturday. Thanks.